Now that you had a few hours to digest the season and everything, just want to look at the other day. What does Sunday represent for this Gulls group? The way you guys, you could have just mailed it in. It was the last game of the season, but no, there was a lot of fight, and you beat the #1 team in the Western Conference one last time.
Yeah, it's huge. I think it says a lot. Obviously, lots of ups and downs this year. Bit of a roller coaster year for us to finish strong, even though it's, I guess some would call it meaningless games, but I don't really believe there's such thing as meaningless games. Every day is a blessing and a new opportunity to grow and get better and get stronger. And like you said, it's nice to finish off a tough season with a nice win. And obviously, our goal is to be playing hockey still at this time of the year, and that's what we're going to be expecting moving forward.
Look at your season. I mean, the pace would have been a career pace. You missed the start with the injury and everything, and had to battle some things towards the end. But for your year, how'd you evaluate the way this season went? And if you could have changed, I'm sure if you could have changed anything, it would have been the injuries. But what would you change with this? What you guys went through?
Yeah, for me, just to be honest, it's been a tough couple of years. I think, obviously, my year one here on my deal got injured at training camp, and they said I was going to be out for almost 18 months, and then just that was devastating. And then just went to work here with the training staff. They did an unreal job with me and was back playing, 4 months later, which was awesome because I've never missed 48 games in my life. It's more than half the season. It was a new experience for me, having to deal with that and learn, get some growing pains and just focus on getting better. And going into the offseason, still trying to get back and build strength and come back. And then, get to this training camp and then kind of get a cheap shot in preseason. And then, right back to the drawing board, just dealing with my knee. So past couple of years, obviously, since I've been here, I feel like I kind of got robbed with a lot of games and a lot of hockey in front of America's finest fans. This is a place I care about, and I want to be here more than anyone. And I love representing hockey in Southern California. I feel like that's kind of what I was brought on this earth to do. So, obviously the injuries were tough, and for me this year, I was just so grateful to be able to be back in the mix for a majority of the time and just be back with the boys and back, like I said, in front of America's finest fans. There's no better feeling than playing at the Pechanga. And, I wish we could give them a few more stick salutes at the end of the games this year with some wins, but we owe it to them here in the next couple of years. There's a bright future and a lot to be excited about here in San Diego.
I want to ask about that, this future with the organization. You've watched this group grow, coming in as captain last year. As you mentioned, you missed a lot of time, but even from the start of this season to where you guys ended up, how have you seen this group grow over the course of the 7 months of the season?
Yeah, it's exciting. Like I said, it's tough for me being a leader and being held out. You miss out on a lot of relationships that you make, on the road, and the highs and lows moments, those 13-game losing streaks, and the guys are in the trenches together, and I'm not a part of that. So obviously I was behind the 8 ball to start the year, but as far as growth goes, we have such an exciting future. Obviously the fans here know that, and if I was a fan, I'd be pumped here. I don't know if I'd be sleeping until October comes. It's pretty exciting times, and for me, it's so exciting to be a leader and be captain of this group. And like I said, being finally back in the mix after dealing with this knee injury, it was so much fun. For me, it's hard to put into words, but obviously gonna miss it in the off season. It's so fun coming to the office every day and hanging out with your boys.
For you, Chase, what did you learn about yourself these last 2 years? As you mentioned, you barely missed any games coming into it, and then it just happened to be this contract with San Diego, with Anaheim, that you missed them at time. But what did you learn about yourself as you went through this much adversity?
Yeah, no, I think mental toughness and just, being able to pull out of this adversity that I've kind of gone through and I haven't really had to deal with, my entire career. And obviously it's never good timing, but super unfortunate. I wanted to come back here and, have a solid 2 years, play every single game and be in the mix. But, it's God's plan, is what it is, and just going to make me stronger at the end of the day. And, moving forward, coming into next season, I don't know what's going to happen, obviously, but I know I can handle whatever's in front of me, and I'm definitely prepared.
What are you taking from these last couple of years into the offseason you want to work on and become this next and better version of Chase DeLeo for next season?
Yeah, I think going in this offseason, like I said, even dating back to 2 years ago when I originally got hurt at training camp, I just need to have this full offseason to just recharge and recover and fully get back to myself, and feeling good every day and not waking up, not knowing, what part of my body is going to feel off and feel tweaked. So I'm just excited, have a few months here. I don't take much time off, to be honest. I'm probably going to be right back at it here pretty quickly, but just listen to the body and take some time and be ready to go 100% next training camp.